Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Cyndee Whitney, who is the host of Discovering Laguna Woods. But today she is here on behalf of Thrive. Cyndee, welcome to the show. How are you?
Very well. Thank you, Lisa. How about you?
All good, all good. Now, you are a part of the organization or the group called Thrive. And I know that it has taken on some change over the past 7 months. Can you help me to understand what that change has been?
Well, it's been very dramatic for all of us because if we think back, you and I had a conversation about 7 months ago talking about Thrive being, helping people to find, new events or new initiatives or new clubs or new activities and to help them thrive while they're here in the village. And then everything dramatically changed. Thriving meant finding out if it was safe to go out that day. Thriving meant where and when and how were we going to get groceries, where we were going to get our medication, where, when, and from whom we were going to get our information, which became very important. And I really wanted to have a big shout out to you and to Jeff Parker and to Paul Ortiz and the whole Village Television group, because you helped us to thrive in those early days and weeks when we weren't sure who to turn to get information about what to do and where to go. And it's still happening and we still appreciate it. I just want to say to you how important that was. So everything dramatically changed. And then from that point on, it became kind of interpersonal, didn't it? Where people were helping each other. Neighbors were helping each other to get groceries or, just picking up things for them, making masks, doing food drives, donating blood, helping those less fortunate around us, making care kits for them. So there are lots of things like that. And then, so Thrive is evolving. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. The whole concept is evolving. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're feeling too?
Well, yeah, I think so. I talk to so many different people like you do, and we're finding that they're adapting. And to me, adapting is really a very key word because they've gone from something, quite frightening then to something that's still frightening, but they understand so much more.
Exactly. And some people say that because of our age, and we have had experiences in our lifetime where we've gone through something, it started, there was a middle to it, and there was an end to it, that we're able to persevere with something like this because we trust in others and we know that there's going to be an end to this, so we're okay with it. But still, there are a lot of things to still think about, but we're managing through it. We really are. So yeah, and I'm sure you're seeing a lot of that. I like to see people that are out in their lawns, they're socially distanced and they're having a glass of wine and watching the sunset or something like that. Now, they probably weren't doing that before, but they are now. And so there's a lot of good that has come out of this, I think.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of creativity, too. Obviously, we're here on Zoom and we're finding that more and more doctors and hospitals are using telemedicine now more than ever before. Everybody was just forced into it. And now I understand that many of them will keep it. So it's just been one of those things.
Oh, I hope so. It'll keep the traffic down. It'll do lots of things to the environment if we can be working more from home and connecting that way. I think it's terrific. So, yeah, a lot of different adaptations we're making because of this horrible thing.
I know, exactly. Now, one thing that we were trying to keep, even though we've been isolated, is the kindness campaign. And we're doing it through a campaign that talks a little about stories or moments. Tell me about what that's about.
Yes, 2020 was supposed to be for Thrive, the year of kindness, and we were going to be showing up places and the wellness events and different places where we would have a booth and we'd talk to people about kindness and different things. Well, we couldn't do that. So Lucy Parker and Tom Nash have created these wonderful little stories, and they're actually sent in from residents saying, this is a kind thing that somebody did for me. And I want to tell you this little short story. So they're narrating these little stories and they're putting them on. And we're going to show one during this segment. It was based on that, the calm commercial that you see on TV where the water is just dripping and it's raining and it's just 30 seconds of calm. Well, they're kind of like that. So I think they're a moment of calm and kindness for us. So we hope that people are enjoying those.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those, and I think that's a great way to just kind of pause and take a moment to just reflect, really, more than anything. Yeah. Okay, so we can do it. Now, of course, we've seen that poster from way back when, but I just love what you guys did to it.
That's Rosie the Riveter, and she's got her little Thrive tattoo right there on her arm and on her mask. That's Mark Rabinowitz. He's just, he's not only our wonderful photographer and a great videographer, he's a graphic designer. So he is just coming up. He's got 15 of those posters. That's just the first of many. So stay tuned for that. He's got, some of them are sort of like Hallmark card, images that they're, sweet moments. And some of them are just really in your face like that one is.
Oh, I love it. That's really fun. That's good. Again, just so we can make sure that everybody is motivated, for kindness or motivated to keep going, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's what we have here, we can do it, and we can get through this, and we can be resilient. And so, there's a lot to be said in some of those little moments, those little posters too.
Right. And, I want to actually just kind of go into what you had mentioned to me beforehand, is that in your October Discovering Laguna Woods, you have a therapist on her. She's a psychotherapist, and it sort of goes along the lines of what we're talking about, where you want to find hope and you want to support people. Just give me a glimpse of what our viewers will be able to see when they watch that episode.
Oh, it's going to be great. I love her. She also teaches over at UCI. She's devoted her life to helping people going through adversity and building resilience and coping skills. And so she has these wonderful ideas about hope. She says, hope isn't wishing. Hope is imagining an outcome and sort of working towards it. And she has all these great ideas for us, to persevere and to have courage and forgiveness, and just lots of things that come into, get in our way when we're under an adverse situation. So she's going to be just terrific. And I'm going to see if I can have her on a little bit more than that one episode too. So stay tuned for that too.
Good. Well, it sounds great. I mean, obviously anyone can use this at any time in their life, and like you said, especially now, so that's really nice to know. Okay, one other thing. So there's a Peace Day event that's coming up, and what's going to happen?
Well, it's September 21st. It's the International Day of Peace, and we are having our very own peace pole be installed and dedicated down by the creek. We had one there many years ago, but this is a new one. And it's going to say, may peace prevail on earth, in 8 different languages, because those are the languages spoken here in Laguna Woods. And it's not open to the public. The dedication itself is not open to the public because of social distancing, but it's going to be taped. There's going to be speakers. It'll be taped, and it'll be on social media, and will also be on village television. So we want you to stay tuned for that. And then it'll be there forever. So you can go down and you can meditate, and this can be a peaceful place for everybody, but we want you to be aware of it.
So if somebody had a story that they wanted to tell you about someone that had an act of kindness towards them, what would they send, and where do they send it to?
They would be sending that to thriveinthevillage@gmail.com.
Okay, perfect. And you want them just to give a little quick idea of what it was, right?
Yes. Yes, we would appreciate it that we can put it up on the screen. I mean, if you're sending 4 pages, it might not be able to be in the the little interstitial that we're trying to create. So just a brief story, and we'll put it up there, and everyone can appreciate that. You'd be surprised that what people do for other people that they don't realize is a kindness. And so it's really nice to hear those things.
Yeah. And then other people can learn about that too and do it for other people. So that's kind of a great idea. So
absolutely. Pay it forward.
It's always a pleasure to have you on. Good luck with your show.
Likewise.
Sounds awesome. And we will see you again.
All right, Lisa. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too, and stay healthy.
Thank you. You too.
All right. And we'll be right back after this.